Many waters cannot quench the love, neither can flood drown it. Songs of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 7. The Song of Solomon contains some of the most beautiful poetry in the entire Bible. With each word, you are invited into a beautiful and pure love and affection, with each lover rejoicing in the gift of love for the other. It holds a picture of intimate human love to which we all aspire and deeply desire. So in today's video, we talk about how to keep love alive. Welcome to Inspirational Moments with AOOY, and my name is Ekia Odora Obeyebo. What do you do when these love words that you hear in Song of Solomon ring dead and empty to you? What if you've experienced the loss of a relationship, a failure to love, or you have longed for this kind of love for years, yet you've never found it? If you are in a relationship, there are times when these words match the emotions and desire of your heart. It does feel like nothing can quench or drown that love that you feel for that better half of yours or that other person that you are in love with. Yet, as anyone else who has been in a relationship knows, there are other days when I tell you the emotion is on a different level and it's so much of like a distant memory. There are days when it feels like the love that you have so much is all but lost, empty, and dead. It is so much of importance to us to remember that God's vision, God's purpose for the intimate relationship we have as human beings is not based simply on the feelings of our love for the person and the emotions of the moment, but it is for the fact that his glorification will be celebrated, so that we get to know God's commitment to us as people he loved. God's love can never be swept away because the love of God never drowns, never quenches, and it endures forever. God gave himself fully to his people, loving them even when we failed him, loving us even when we didn't love him in return. In our general life, in our personal relationship, loving one when it feels like the feeling of love we have for that person is gone with the whispers of the sound of wind. This is why marriage is often than not seen as a covenant, because it is meant to be the daily image of God's love that is built with us, with every fabric of our life, that we live that love in our lives. It's also said to be a promise and a commitment that is meant to transcend the love God has for us, the emotions and feelings that we have for ourselves in the moment, to be merged as one. Marriage is God's gift to support and protect the love between a man and a woman, giving it a foundation that can withstand the wildest storm. If you are married, seek to love your spouse in a way that shows the world the self-giving, sacrifice, covenant-keeping love of God. If you aspire to get married, don't believe in that myth of finding your soulmate, so that sometimes you spend so much time looking for someone who has to come and complete you. No one is coming to complete you. Instead, seek a love that cares more for the good of the other person or yourself. A love in which you can selflessly give yourself to that other person for the good of the other person and the one that you love. And if the topic of love and marriage brings you pain, brings you feelings of hurt and brokenness, then I want to urge you today to throw it all out to God and give your love to Him. For the goodness of His love never fails. In throwing your love and yourself to God, you find healing through the perfect love of Jesus Christ, who loves us to the end. So, I pray today that God gives us the grace. I also pray that our earthly relationships, our earthly marriage, our earthly companionship, even in its imperfections and feebleness, may be a means through which the world will know and see us selflessly giving our love to each other. How can you seek today to not simply receive love, but to give yourself away selflessly? The only way you can do all these things, and why we do all these things, is because we want to keep love alive. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, like and share our video.